What's up? That was a very short episode. It's like only basically a little over half an hour long. Very short episode. Very, very short. Agatha all along episode 3. Very, very short episode. I did not expect it to be that short, honestly. I thought it'd be 40 minutes. But where is everybody in the chat? Come in the chat, guys, please. But yeah, I guess along episode 3 spoiler review. Where did we leave off last time? Well, they made it through the Witch's Road, right? They're in the Witch's Road. Now they have to travel along the Witch's Road. Okay? Right? Now they have to travel. The Coven, or in the future initiations, however they're called, teen, whatever. Episode just finished right now, man. It was short. It was really short, man. It was a short ass episode. Short ass episode. And I'm going to talk about it with you guys. So yes, once again, we ended off with them being the Coven and Sharon / others and Teen arriving at the Witch's Road. The end episode 2. That's where we are now. Okay? That's where we are now. Episode 3. Episode 3. They're now in the episode. It starts off with them be at the Witch's Road. Okay? Sharon, or Mrs. Hart, not a witch. She's actually pretty standout of this show. She's the standout of this show. Episode, really, I'm not lying. She's actually pretty Hey JFC, but she's the standout of the show. Really, really, she's actually pretty good in this show. Deborah Jo Rupp. I like seeing her again, but I thought she was fun. But yeah. So in the Rich's Road, and obviously they asked the kid who he is, and when he tries to explain himself, once again the sigil blocks the sigil that's blocked on him, that's placed on him, blocks from revealing himself, and they come to a conclusion that somebody is put a sigil on him. He can't say who he is, and they all look at Agatha. Agatha's like, "Don't blame me. Sigils is beneath me." So somebody's clearly put a sigil on him. Now, yes, once again, the rumor is the most likely scenario that is Wanda's kid, Billy Maximoff, somehow, or Billy Kaplan. In fact, it is Billy Kaplan because I know his parents are could be in the show. So it is Billy Kaplan. Now I don't think it's Wanda who put the hex on him. Okay. It's somebody else who put a hex on him. Another character put a hex on him. Now, two likely candidates They probably put a hex on him. In my opinion. Rio Vidal, Aubrey Plaza's character, or Mephisto. Most likely. Okay? Most likely. And well, they moved on from that because they have they have to they have to get back to powers, especially Agatha. Move on from that situation with the kid. This I'm just I'm just going to respond to something. Okay, sorry, just responding to something. Okay, well before the get so yeah, Deborah Wup's character Sarah is not a witch. Who's not a witch, runs away from the group. She tries because she doesn't worry. She's like, where are we? Like we're lost. All right. She's she's unaware where she is. Okay, right. She tries to run away from the group. She's trying to get away from this, but she falls into some pit, quicksand, whatever, in the forest, and they help her. They help her. They help her escape from it. And while in the meantime, while they free her, they see in the out in the you see what the Jennifer. What's her name? What's her name? What's the character's name? Kale. Uh, yeah. Let me talk. What's her name? Is it Jennifer Kale? Jennifer Kale looks out in the distance to see a house, a very nice house, not a haunted house, but if, like you expect a haunted house, like stuff like that. But no, it's a very nice house, nice sunset, all that, right? A very nice house. Hey, Derpy, very nice house. Okay, and they all have to go to house because each of them has issues, problems. Okay, problems. Lilia Caldwell has a problem that she's facing eviction. Jennifer Kale's character has a problem about she's facing money issues. Uh, Alice Boo Gulliver is looking for her mother, who she believes was lost on the Witch's Road, and Agatha is looking to get her powers back. Right, right, and Sharon he kind of needed to try and forcibly, forcibly into the coven. I got another sub. Thank you. Mm. Poor Sharon, though. Poor Sharon. I'll tell you what happens to Sharon. I miss Sharon. If you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about with Sharon, guys. Deborah Wop's character, guys. That's what I'm called. From the '70s show. You know her as the mother from the '70s show. Same actress. Okay, same actress that you all know. Same actress from the '70s show. So they go to the house, right? In this house, they go inside. Beautiful house. Beautiful house. Doesn't seem haunted. Doesn't seem, seems like a nice house to live in, right? Right? Like, you would want to live in that house, right? You would want to live in that house. It's a beautiful house. Beautiful house. Beautiful house. But, of course, not all what it seems, right? Not all what it seems with the house, obviously. Okay? Obviously. Now they because they have to go through trials, right? To get what they want. They have to go through trials. So in this episode was focused on one trial, basically. The whole episode was on one trial, and it was not long episodes, 30 minutes long, basically 30 minutes long. It was not a long ass episode. Okay? Not long at all. So they have to go through trials. So there's a note waiting for them. There's a note waiting for them. The first trial on this note envelope. And it's a riddle. And the riddle is basically says the riddle is basically saying live for a long time but don't expire. I live for a long time, I don't expire, so yada yada yada. And they're thinking about what that riddle can be. Sharon's character just sees on the table wine, and it hits him. Yeah, wine. Wine can last a long time and not expire, right? Especially if you don't open it. Wine. You see it as wine, but this is no ordinary wine, guys. No ordinary wine, okay? No ordinary wine. This is a trial. This is a trial. You think it's gonna be regular wine and nothing is gonna happen? So it's an ordinary wine, not an ordinary wine. Obviously. Okay, man. In this house, Jennifer Kale's character, the rich Jennifer Kale, pulls the teen to the sidebar, and warns them not to trust Agatha, and goes into explanation why not to trust Agatha, not to trust Agatha, and it is revealed that the rumors are Agatha traded her son for the Book of the Damned, which is Darkhold, to Mephisto. Mephisto. So all this talk from one division. Remember, one division. Mephisto, Mephisto, Mephisto. We have to wait 3 years later, 3.5 years later, for Mephisto to be officially in the MCU. Technically, not physically in the MCU, but mentioned. So we know Mephisto is in the MCU officially now. Just not physically, but he's there because she mentioned Mephisto, and he didn't. And the kid didn't ask who Mephisto was. I don't know if the kid asked who Mephisto was. No, the kid did not ask who Mephisto was. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The kid did not ask who Mephisto was at all. Not at all. Period. I'm like, what? You wouldn't bother asking him what Mephisto was? I'd be like curious. I'd be like, who's Mephisto? If that was me, I'd be like, who's Mephisto? And she'd be like, I wonder what her answer would be like, uh, I wonder would be like, he's not a witch. Something far more dangerous. Okay. So yeah, they mentioned Mephisto. So when they drank the wine, a teen did not drink the wine. Agatha pretended to drink the wine. She never drank the wine, but they all have to pass the tests, right? They all have to drink the wine except Teen, because he's not really officially in the covenant. But they all have to pass the test. But Agatha doesn't, and it turns out if you drink the wine, things start to happen. Their face looks like they're massively swollen. You see Deborah Joel Bob's character Sharon, Mrs. Hart. Her face is first swollen. It's really really swollen, really really man. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And you're like, oh my god, this is definitely from the wine. Okay, and then the other witches notice their face getting swollen too, and they don't understand what wine this is, what they drank, what potion, what poison is. It wasn't wine, it was poison, clearly, right? Poison, because it's a witch's trial. Clearly a witch's trial. Okay, and so they all started. And then it wears off on their face, but the poison is not done. And they force Agatha to drink it too, because all of them have to drink it to pass the trial, right? To be the part is part of the process of passing the trial. And here's TJ. So Agatha does drink it. She gets the face, but not done. That poison from the in the wine bottle also does things to them, and they have to find a way to create a potion so it wears off, so they could get cured from it, right? Because it does other things to them, their body. Hallucinations. Hallucinations is the biggest one. Um, you see Sarah, Sharon hallucinate about Wanda, but you don't see her hallucination. And then she is out cold, knocked out cold, knocked out cold. Okay? And they put her on the couch. Okay? But now they have to go find certain ingredients, certain things around the house to create this potion, this antidote, right? And there's a timer too. There's actually a timer on how on a timer too. As they were doing that, they separate, right? The witches separate to look for certain items in the house to create this antidote, this potion, whatever they need, right? So they separate. Okay, one goes, one one follows the teen. As the teen goes into another room, the witch that follows the teen starts hallucinating, and sees her mother, right? Also, also Jennifer Kale, when she starts hallucinating, this man that seems like that had a very influential in her life, made it hard for her. Leela Kadril seemed like she started hallucinating back in something to do with Italy because she's Sicilian. So back, she's over 450 years old. She's definitely there's definitely she had all problems of her own. They all have demons. It seems like demons and fears. Right? It's a trial to get over your fears and demons. All right. So they get over it. They get over it. Agatha, it doesn't happen to Agatha yet, but they get to the kitchen and there's a sink. They tell each other these ingredients and they have to put more ingredients, right? And Jennifer Kale's character is more of the potion maker, all that, but she doesn't feel confident anymore because she can't use magic to fix things, right? Her magic is gone. Okay. They need hair, but first, as Agatha starts hallucinating for the first time, and her hallucination, she sees a stroller. Well, a stroller in a baby. Not exactly a stroller, but like a something where a baby would be in. He goes, and she's haunted because yes, she had a son. It's clearly in this show that she had a son. Clearly, that's true. And she was like, and as she was hallucinating, and she saw that, is that her? She was like in a different state of mind because she's usually sarcastic, on edge, selfish. When she saw her hallucinations, she was in a different mindset because she was haunted, and she pulled over whatever was on top, and the book of the damn Darkhold was there because it's insinuated that because Jennifer Kale mentioned the teen earlier in the episode that she traded her son for the book of the dam, right? Book of the dam, which is a Darkhold. Remember, she had the Darkhold before Wanda did, right? So obviously that means Mephisto had Book of the Dam at one point. Now, where did Mephisto get to the Book of the Dam? Where did Mephisto get the Book of the Dam? Because Kathan created that. The Dark Hold. We're gonna play a history of Book of the Dark Hold, hot potato, dark gold hot potato, and finally they snap her out of it, and they say, "Yeah, we need blood, a blood of a non-member of the coven," and Teen was there, right? He's not technically in the coven. So what they do is Agatha, with no hesitation, takes a knife, doesn't cut off his hand, but just slices his hand to get some blood, and the blood's in the sink, and they have so they form the antidote to the poison wine, to the poison that was in the wine. Okay, they all drink it, but there's a timer, right? Before, because if the timer goes off, right, the whole building the whole building will be flooded. The whole house will be flooded. Okay, the whole house will be flooded. Okay. So they do it, except they forget. Oh, the timer's still going down. Why is the timer still going down? Why is the timer goes? They're like, oh my gosh, Sharon. So they have to quickly rush with 10 seconds left and make sure Sharon drinks it. And she was out cold, so they had to kind of open her mouth and pour it down her mouth, right, her throat. They're like, oh my gosh, Sharon, we forgot about Sharon. Almost forgot about Sharon. Or, or, or. Oh no! They call her Mrs. Hart. She's all like Sharon, please call me Sharon. They forget about it. They forget. They keep forgetting to call her Mrs. to call her Sharon, like she wants to be called. It's please, right? And he managed to do that. And I'll be right back, man. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, they're like, okay, so they managed to get in Mrs. Hart, right? And all of a sudden the oven pops open. No, no fire or anything like that. All right, and they kind of make a joke. One of the witches makes a joke to referring to Hansel and Gretel. If you know Hansel and Gretel, the witch, the witch lured the kids into their house. The house was made of candy and chocolates, and they killed her by having it burn in the oven. And they're like, and so one of the witches here is like, uh, this happened to a friend of mine in the past. It happened to a friend of mine. I know somebody this happened to. And they're like, but fortunately, they had to go in the oven because, okay, they had to, they had to because that's the end of the first trial, and they have to go to the next part for the second trial. So they each go into the oven, and it's kind of like them, and it's basically a slide, and they slide out of the house back onto the witch's road. Back onto the witch's road. Each one by one, right? Okay, one by one by one by one. Uh, they're like, "Oh, good, we're all made it," and they're like at the ending, "Oh no, Sharon didn't. Sharon didn't. She's dead." So Sharon, the neighbor, did not survive the first witch's trial. She's dead. She is dead. And they're like, "Oh," and that's how the episode ended, with her death. With her death, with Sharon's death. And the episode 4 is next week. It was kind of a short episode. It was only about like a little over 30 minutes. Short episode. I thought it'd be longer, man. I thought it'd be like 40, 45 minutes. Not a bad episode. I wouldn't say it's the strongest episode. I think the first two are better. But I did not expect him to kill Sharon like that off. Oh yeah, they also say that Nicholas Scratch they didn't know that that Nicholas Scratch, the son of Agatha, might be dead. He might be a demon or an agent of Mephisto. And now I see people on X having I see people on X kind of doing memorial, um, kind of heartbroken with Sharon's character dying. No. I don't think it was. I don't, oh wow. So that's pretty much the episode. I don't know what else to say really. All right. Oh, there's 7 people now watching. I don't know what else to say, guys. Seriously, I thought there'd be more. I really did think there'd be more like to talk about. Okay. Honestly, I thought there'd be more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought the episode was okay. I don't. I think the first 2 episodes were better. Uh, but yeah, it was an okay episode. It was an okay episode. I don't think this episode made the show better. Honestly, I think it's the same. The status quo the same. Solid. That's it. Okay. So I don't know what else to tell you, man. Did you guys like the episode? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below, wherever. I'm gonna do a spoiler review for the Penguin on